Hi,
Hello,
Flosstube.
Flosstube.
I'm Melina.
I'm Connie.
And this is Delilah.
She's our newest member of Count Twice,
Stitch Once.
She really doesn't cross stitch much though.
She's been misbehaving,
She's
so
a
she's
slacker.
She's in hold it like a baby punishment.
She doesn't like being held like a baby, but that's okay.
Welcome. It is
Welcome.
Monday, August 24th.
And we're here to talk about cross stitch.
This is a YouTube about cross stitch.
And that's pretty much about all we're going to talk about, is cross stitch. Because nothing else has been going on.
It's been pretty quiet.
Our colleges came back and now our COVID rates are going through the roof. So
I just read an article
stay at
that
home.
there's 99 positive cases as of like 3 p.m. today. So
Yep, it was in the paper, and 73 of them were ages
well, I think yesterday
up to 20 something.
Yesterday there was 93 positive, and today wasn't over before they
Right.
reported out 99.
Yes, 93, and then 72 of them were.
Well, yes, but today that's different. 'Cause
Right.
today wasn't
Right.
over, and they
Yeah.
reported 99, and they said
Yeah.
we're almost at warning level. We're
Yes.
at like 7 point something percent, and 8% is warning level. So super.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So lovely. So yeah, been staying home again.
Mask it or casket, Mom's favorite phrase.
Mask it or casket. Anyway, enough about that stuff, because we're all sick of it. And we're going to talk about what we did at the end of Christmas in July, because our last video was in the middle of July, and we talked about what we had done in the first part of Christmas in July. Mainly it was me, because Melina didn't really do much for Christmas in July.
Nope.
But I did. And here's what I did. I worked on this Andy's Santa. Whoops. And my Christmas in July was I started something for Christmas and then I finished it. So there it is. And then I also FFO'd it. So here's my finish. I just glue felt on the back of mine. That's all I do. Nothing fancy. It works for me. That's my little Andy Santa. So cute. The next thing I worked on was my Just Nan Frosty Chillingsworth mouse. It's just the mouse, not the cube, just the mouse. And here's my finish on the mouse. But
She's too scared to FFO it, even though I told her to.
Freaking out about FFOing it, so it's not FFO'd. It's just, yeah, it's just in its state before FFOing. But that was fun. My next one was thanks to my sister. She said she had extra one of these. And she didn't need two, so she gave me her other kit. And it is Mill Hill Holly Elf. And I FFO'd that one too. And that's my finish.
Her legs are so cute.
She's dancing. And I just put a little red and white, whatever they call that, cording stuff, and then glued red sparkly felt on the back of it. That was it. Thank you to my sister. Then I finished. I tried to start this in the car when I was going to my daughter Alyssa's house in North Carolina, which while we were in North Carolina at the end of July, we didn't go anywhere. I stayed at her house, and then I walked down the road twice to see the ISS at night, and then we went to the ice cream shop drive-through one day. That's all we did. I didn't go anywhere when I was at her house, so go to North Carolina and stay at her house. But I wanted to see her before she started back to school and got around all the infectious children. And I worked on this heartstring samplery, Beth Twist, T-ball ornaments that everybody was buying at the Galleria in 2019. And I had to not do this in the car because the car was way too bumpy and it was hard to see. It was hard to work on these T-balls because they're so reflective. Like if you don't have anything on them, they're very reflective. But I got it done. Yay! I was kind of upset because I didn't get this like to go straight. It's crooked that way, but it's an ornament for the tree. I figured, oh well.
I think it looks good.
And these are kind of a pain. I didn't do the other side, and I'm not planning to. I figured one side's good enough.
You could stuff it with tinsel.
True. The only thing that worked for me on this was I had it under my magnifying light with, I think I ended up turning the light on so I could see it better. It was harder for me to try to do these diagonal stitching than it was like the straight stitching was easier to figure out the holes, but it was a little tricky. And the fact that it was round, once I got to the edge, like where these are, it was trying to get in the hole. We had to hold it very strangely to try to get in there. So yeah, that was kind of weird, but I don't know how Beth, I called her an evil genius for inventing this. I don't know how she stitched all the ones she stitched, but that was enough for me. Probably the only one I'll ever do. Then that was all, and I actually finished that in August. So that was really all for my Christmas in July stitching.
You have the
Oh,
chart.
yes. And
So-
then Melina's Christmas stitching in July was Crescent Santas by Homespun Elegance, which she only wanted to do this little Santa, which is the same one I did.
And then the only reason I really decided to get it done in Christmas in July is since we had it as a giveaway. I
Yeah,
wanted to
so
do it before
this
we
is
gave
one
the
of our
chart
giveaways.
away. So here's my stitching. I finished it in like 2 days, I think, and the only reason it took 2 days was because I started it at night and then I didn't finish it until the next morning. But then Mom did the FFO for me because she's my finisher.
So I finished it today. Totally,
It's so
fully
cute.
finished it. Still got a little.
The finishing makes all the difference because the stitching is pretty minimal.
Yeah, the stitching is minimal. I tried to make his mustachio.
I like it. I was like, I would like to eat that, please.
So yeah, that was Melina's Christmas stitching in July.
And that's about all I stitched
That
for
was it.
Christmas stitching. The rest of it is just normal.
So that was it for Christmas in July.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
So,
was fun.
other things we did was whips.
Well, I started another thing for Christmas in July, but I didn't finish it, so I guess I can show that.
Yeah.
Now it's in my whip pile, and it is the Just Nan. Whoops, wrong thing. It is the Just Nan cube for the Frosty Chillingsworth mouse. It is the Frosty Snow Cube. And talked about that. I have that much done. However it goes, I'm not sure. Can't remember. It goes like that. Maybe it goes like that. I don't know. Anyway, that's how much I have done. I was gonna try and finish it, but then I was at Alyssa's and I started working on that T-ball and decided the T-ball was good.
Better thing to work on there.
So that's one of my whips.
New whip. Okay, my first whip I'll show is this Something Wicked by La Di Da. I started this during Stitch Mania. And so here is where I am. I had a little bit of the top of the shoe done last time, and so now I have more of the shoe. I was thinking about it's easy fill-in stitching, so I was gonna outline the shoe and then have it so I could fill that in when I needed to work on something easy and not have to think, because that's pretty simple to just fill in black. So
Yep.
that was my thought with that, is to get the outline done and then I'd have a nice easy project.
stitch it. My next whip is, oops, in this project bag. If I can figure out how to. I'm sure McKinney gave me this project bag when I met up with her last year, and it is Celestial Joy by Mill Hill. I have this much. And I am doing the beading at the same time because all these stitches are the same color as the beading, so why do my thread twice? So I just decided I'm doing the beading as I go. I just started that one on August 20th.
My next one is this Rosewood Manor Black Lace Sampler. You've seen it before. I haven't done whole lot more on it. A little bit more of the back stitching. Just mostly I finished these little sprouty things and then got a little bit more of this outer edge here done. But not a ton of work, but just a little bit here and there.
It's looking good.
It's pretty. If I focused on that, since mostly I just have the black work part left. And then I'm trying to figure out if I want to do this middle part like it is or do something else in there or what. So it's kind of I think why I stopped working on it, because then I was like wasn't sure what I wanted to do. So
I didn't see that.
do you have more whips or are they all
I don't
finished?
have any more whips.
Oh jeez.
Because my whips that I had, I finished them all, so those will be in my finished section.
Okay, so my other next whip is this Nora Corbett Sunrise Laguna Mermaid. And I started her because I finished her companion piece that I showed in our last video. But that is how far I got on her, just the start of her tail.
Oops. It's gonna be pretty.
So she's looking good. She's on 28 count crystal, just white linen. And then I got this brilliant plan that I was gonna put all my whips in a wheel, and then if they were a large whip, they would have, I could only work on that until I got 2,000 stitches done. And if they were a smaller whip, maybe 1,000 or 500, depending on how small they were. Well, that plan lasted me a whole lot, about one night, because I was like, no. So, but this is the one that I spun first, the Sunrise by Rosewood Manor. So I have done some work on it. And here it is. Let me just fold this fabric in half. So I had this yellow outline of this sun started, but I finished that and then started up and did all that orange that's in there. So I got a little bit of progress on it. Not 2,000 stitches worth, but that's okay. I worked on it for a night and then I pulled it out for a couple more nights because I didn't get all that done in one night by any means. That would make me a crazy fast stitcher. And last but not least whip that I probably made the most progress on. I don't have the cover picture with me, so sorry. I only have my working copy that I've been highlighting. The chart, I don't even know where I put it. I think it's upstairs in my craft room, disaster. But this is Long Dog Samplers a lot cerises, lace cerises, whatever. It's French for the cherries. So that's how far I am. When I pulled this out to work on it, I had down to, I think this block with the owl finished on this side, and I think I was about out to maybe like here on the top border. So I've made a lot of progress. You can clearly tell that most of the stuff I've been working on has been black, and I've been really enjoying just stitching it on black. So I was like, why not go with it while you're enjoying it? So
Yeah, there you go.
I made a lot of progress. So this is all the way down to the bottom, and then there's like one more of this square block over here. You can see it's mirrored, so you can tell that I'm about, I just have about this much space to go before I reach that other border. So, yay! And this is on 32 count linen. It's the MCG Textiles linen that some people hate, but I haven't had any problems stitching on this. And I got this for clearance at Joann's for like $1 something. Oh, that's my whips.
Awesome. Whips, whips.
A lot of whips. I feel like I had more whips than you.
You did.
It's a miracle.
That's because my whips.
Because you finished everything.
I was just going ahead of finishing them all. And then I was gonna work on some older whips I have, but I was decided to start my other son, and I will figure that out why I did that here shortly.
Next, we're going to talk about our finishes.
Finishes. Bang, bang, bang. Okay, I was deciding that I was FFOing lots of stuff. So,
Yeah, these are technically FFOs, not really finishes.
oh, well, here. My finishes. I can show you my finishes. I started this Sun and Moon by Mill Hill. And I think actually it was one of my whips. And then I finished it. And I FFO'd it at the same time. Ta-da.
Beautiful.
I love them. And my other one that I actually was a whip also was Sister, Sun, Brother, Moon by Mill Hill. And I finished that and FFO'd it also. So, yeah, same thing.
Wait, you're going to see a theme.
Yep. And so that was things that I actually started and finished at the same time. Those are my finishes. The other things are FFOs.
Well, I don't have anything I finished. All I have is FFOs.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. Now we're going to talk about FFOs. Melina?
Okay, so I will start with this one that I finished a while ago that I got FFO and framed.
So pretty.
So I got it done at our Jeffrey Allen's. That is, since our cross stitch store here closed, that's the best place that I know of to get stitching framed.
Yes.
They do a good job, and
excellent job.
we have proof that they know how to frame stitching, so
Yes.
we rely on them. So this one, I love her. She's so beautiful.
So pretty.
So right now she's been moving around my house because I don't know where I want to hang her.
Just the traveling mirror.
But that's pretty exciting because this is my first like big piece I did and finished and framed and everything.
Yep. It looks good. So pretty.
And I just framed her here. There's no glass or anything because I don't like glass on ones with beads.
I love it.
She's beautiful.
Oh, this is one of my finishes too.
Oh.
I didn't FFO. The elephant rug, because I was trying to finish it. I actually finished it during Christmas in July, but Kim, one of our viewers, saw on Instagram that I posted a picture of this when I was working on it for Stitch Mania, and she loved it and asked me where I got the chart. I said, I have no idea, so I can send it to you if you want to. Well, she sent me a chart that I showed on our last video and saying thanks for saying that I would send her the chart. Well, I finally got this chart sent to her and she received it and put a picture of it on Instagram too, so she got it. I'm thinking about finishing it into like a needle book.
That would be
So,
cute.
Yeah, we'll see. I can figure that out.
Okay, now talk about some of yours. You still
Oh,
have more
okay.
than me.
All right, I have a lot of FFOs. Okay, I did this musical Santa. I think I did that during Stitch Mania, didn't I?
Yes.
I don't
I think you stitched it.
Da,
Right?
da, da.
I don't remember.
Finish. I actually put the stars on it. It said just to glue them on, but I put them on there with beads. Then I finished this Amazon Santa, Mill Hill, with this parrot and the monkeys. They're so cute. And basically I do everything on the Mill Hills it says to do, except for, I think I use little,
You use eyeball sparkles.
usually I use sparkly stuff for their eyes. I changed that. And they look so cute. You can't really tell it in the camera, but you can tell that the eyes have a little sparkle. Not they're gonna notice that hanging on my tree, but whatever.
I should have gave you that one of mine to finish
Yeah,
too.
you should have. I FFO'd my flamingo. That's a Mill Hill, but I don't have any idea where the chart or the cover thing is for it. But
I can't find mine either.
Melina and I did these during our retreat that we went to, the Show Me retreat last year in Missouri. We finished them then. And I just,
Because our pajamas were flamingo themed.
yeah, so I just put a pink felt on the back and then I glued a magnet. That's it.
Cute.
Easy peasy.
You want me to do one?
Didn't you do one?
Okay. The other thing I had FFO'd was this that I did for my brother-in-law and his wife as their wedding sampler. So we got that framed and it has glass on it. My husband picked out the mat and the frame because it was for his brother, so I told him to. He did a great job though, because this color of the mat picks up the variegated floss color and the frame is just perfect for it.
Excellent.
And I would say, even if I didn't know that Jeffrey Allen's was the place to get your stitching done, I would go back there just because we had originally picked out a skinnier version of this frame for this, and they called us and said it was out of stock and we needed to come and pick a new one. And so then he said, well, I think we can still order this thicker version of this frame. And so he did. He's like, it's going to be an additional fee. But then we had been waiting for like 2.5 weeks, I think, to hear back from them. Like before they called us to say that they couldn't get it in. And so he called over a manager and said, well, they've been waiting for so long and they're going to now have to wait another 2 weeks for it to be done. Is there any discount we can give? And the manager's like, just don't charge any extra. Just charge them what the original price was for the smaller frame. So that saved us like $60 some. So that was pretty good customer service in my opinion. So they got my business. And I'm going to zoom it in a little bit so you can see this chart. I think it's upstairs. It's a T.A. Smith, I want to say. It might be in my bag.
So.
I think so. Aha, it is here. T.A. Smith Designs.
My forest.
My forest. So the called for on it was called for to stitch over one and it just used one color, but I didn't like that, so I added some other colors and then I modified the border to add their names and the date they got married. So we were supposed to be going to Portland area because they live near the the Oregon-Washington border, so we were gonna go see them, but it's not really safe to do that right now, so that got canceled. So I think we'll either save it till we do go out there or ship it to them, but in any case, it's framed and ready to go.
Yay.
And because now I've showed this can be a giveaway for this video. So if you're interested in stitching this chart, you can go ahead and just say the word forest somewhere in your comments.
Awesome. All right. Here's a couple other FFOs, which I did not do the stitching on these. My daughter Alyssa did. But I asked her how she was going to finish them. And she said, oh, I was going to give them to you. So I finished them. Well, I actually have this frame sitting around my house for some reason that I didn't know, and the stitching in it it's a Mermaid's Life by Tiny Modernist, which she did 1/1 on 32 count. And
with fabric that we all hand dyed together.
yeah, and we had hand dyed our fabric and stuff. But I thought it turned out really cute in this frame.
It's cute. You want me to see if I can get? There we go.
That's so
Her
cute.
little tiny stitches look pretty dang good.
Yep. So, and then her other finish, which is Brooks Books, Sadie the Spring Witch, I think is this one. I think this is Sadie the Spring Witch. And she did all the stitching. I just assembled it and put a hanger on it. I have mine with scrapbook paper hanging on my wall in my kitchen, but she just wanted hers as an ornament, so I put pink felt on the back and made the broom and the hat and did the hanger.
Looks good.
Now she can have her back. So those were some other finishes I did. Should I say my other finishes I did for some other daughter?
Yeah, we can share them all together.
Melina stitched these and I finished them today, so.
Yeah, I gave them to her yesterday and she already had them finished. I was like, I didn't mean for you to do them like pronto.
Gluing.
So I finished all these during Stitch Mania.
Gluing felt on the back does not take very long.
They're just these little tiny they're like all
They're all
beads.
Mill Hill, so.
Yeah. They look cute though.
Yeah, I like them. I did do a beaded hanger on that one for you.
Mom's a great finisher.
Yeah, I'm good at gluing felt on the back of things.
Hey, if you would have left it to me, who knows when the hell they would have got framed or finished.
Oh,
Thanks.
Fun. So yeah, they're still kind of a little wet and glue dry. And that was my finishes for other people, but I still have more finishes that were my own
were
finishes.
yourselves.
Well, actually, these are previous finishes.
Well, they're FFOs.
They're FFOs. So, Sun and Moon Dance by Mill Hill. Done, Frank.
Beauty Miss. What?
Whoops.
I'll get it.
Celestial Blue. I think that's called Celestial Blue, isn't it?
Yes.
By Mill Hill.
Yours is just so much better than the picture.
Yeah, they look so pretty in real life with all the beads. Can't really even tell that on the camera.
They're so
They
pretty.
show up. And then the last one was Celestial Sun. Also by Mill Hill, and Laurel Birch was the designers of all of these sun and moons. Well, now I'm excited to have
One more to go.
one more to go, and then all my sun and moons will be done. And Melina gets all the stuff because she said she was going to stitch them 1/1 on fabric,
We'll see.
which will be
No, on 40 count.
Oh, on 40 count. Well, it's on fabric,
1/2.
so that would be awesome.
Definitely not 1/1 on 40 count.
No.
Alright, purchases.
Purchases.
Okay. I ordered some beads that I needed to finish my, what's her face? Sunset, sunrise, whatever. The other mermaid that I showed in the last video that's finished. So I needed beads for her or beads for the next one. I can't even remember. So because I didn't want to just order like 2 packages of beads from 123 Stitch, I got Mirabilia Blossom Goddess and Mirabilia Sleeping Princess and Mirabilia Lady of the Mist. Add those to my stash. Now you show some how much
Okay.
you have.
I have a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, I went to Joann's and mainly I went there to try to get green rickrack to finish this other thing that I have since finished, but it's still at home drying, so I didn't bring it with me. But I got some other fabric too, so just for finishing the backs of things, I got this red snowflake. And I got this because I thought it would look good with my Halloween rules. Spooky trees. Just sort of which way it goes.
You can see it good that way. That's good.
Trees.
It's kind of going every which way. It's like a reflected. You could see it like right here. It's like a reflection. There's a
pretty
keep it
cool
straight.
trees.
Yeah. Like reflecting, repeating.
And then I got this sparkly blue snowflake, which I looked in my thing and I already had a bunch
I feel
of that.
like when you showed me that, I was like,
Yes.
I felt like you had some.
I
But
do. Yeah, I forgot. And then I got this sparkly polka dot, the silver or you can kind of tell a little bit is sparkly. So for some Christmas finishes eventually, I will use that. And then it's from Hobby Lobby. Well, I also got some Best Press and some glue and stuff from Joann's, but who needs to see that? From Hobby Lobby, I got this trim. It's a little white. I thought it kind of looked like snowballs, and I thought it'd be kind of cute for Christmas, and I got that
Sparkly.
trim. I didn't know what I was gonna do with it. It just looked interesting, so I thought I could work for
wanted to
something
feel
Christmas.
it.
I know it feels pretty good. So you want me to show my other purchases?
Sure, you can show
Okay.
some more.
There's my other purchases I was waiting for from String Theory Needle Arts. I had ordered this fabric, and first I ordered this. It's called Moonless Witch's Sky. I'm kind of gonna be able to see through, but
Here, put this on it like this way so you can flip it over when you want. There we
which
go.
I didn't know if it was gonna be too. I didn't know if the Witch's Sky with the moon was gonna be too dark, so I got this Moonless Witch's Sky. But and it's got a little bit of sparkle in it. It's 40
You can
count.
see it
Yeah, you
sparkling.
can see it sparkling a little. And it's 40 count. It's from Fabric Flare. Well, they sent her the wrong thing, so she had the 40 count Witch's Sky with the moon. And so she asked me if I wanted that, and I said, sure, why don't you just send them both to me whenever you get the other one? So she did. So I have both of them. And the reason I got them was because I thought it would be cute if I did this Madame Chantilly Pumpkin Thieves on them. I thought in the picture the one with the moon looked really dark, so I didn't know if it would work, but actually I think it would work. So I think I'm going to put this so the balloon is going across in front of the moon, and then it's other stuff. So I just won't stitch like this moon and these clouds and stuff on there. And I changed the colors. I already have all the colors picked out, which I'm going to change them all. So that was my fabrics. I ordered those in what?
Late May.
Yeah, May.
Because I still have an order outstanding from her, and it's nothing bad about String Theory Needle Arts because she's been really
waiting for the fabric.
She's really good at communicating. But I have an outstanding order that has a picture of this plus that nobody has, and they're like 5. I don't even know at this point. She keeps asking for a status, and they're just so behind.
Yeah,
that-
and then they were way behind the fabric flare. That's why I had to
So-
wait so long. And she would have sent me my other stuff. I ordered if I wanted her to send it.
Yeah.
So I ordered this Mill Hill Haunted Zone, and this purple fancy in purple set, which has a scissor fob and a biscornu and I don't know what else, but I love that little tiny biscornu. I thought that would be fun to do. And I also got this Lady Dot Creates rickrack in algae. And this little Mill Hill kit, which is a pumpkin duo,
Pumpkin tassel.
which is on Ada, I think. Black Ada. Should be fun. So I got all that stuff from String Theory Needle Arts. I was excited about it.
I ordered fabric from the Crafty Kitten in the UK, and so I'll show that. This one is Enchanted Lagoon.
Oh,
This is 32 count Belfast.
so pretty.
The colors are not exactly right, but they're close. And then I got, this one is 32 count Belfast and Ocean. I think it's a little brighter and lighter than it's showing up on the video.
A little bit.
Then the next two look
Stick them in there.
looks fairly similar. Sorry for the crinkling if that bothers you, but these bags are labeled and I'm not about to mix up which one is which. So this is Enchanting Aurora. So it looks pretty similar to the Enchanted Lagoon one. But it's a little bit lighter, you can kind of tell.
Pretty.
So I thought that these would be good for mermaids or what have you. I don't know. I was just picking out ones I liked the pictures of. And this one is called Mermaid Dreams. It also looks pretty similar.
Yes, it does.
And those are all 32 count linen. And then I got two that I was considering for Princess Ileana, the Mirabilia, because I want to start her. So this was one of the options that I thought might be okay. This is Opals, and this is on 32 count Joblin. So it's really pretty, but not my first choice for her. But I still think she would look good on it. But I can find something else to put on there because it's a pretty piece of fabric. I'm sure another Mirabilia might look good on her. This is the one I think I'm going to use, but that picture, this plus that I'm waiting on, is my other option, so I can't make my final choice until I see that one. But
So
this
far,
is
this one's in the
32 count
Yeah.
Joblin in Citrus Burst, which actually is showing up pretty true to color. You can
Yeah.
actually see a lot of the variation.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
But it's
Really
really,
yellow
it's
and
really
pink
pretty.
and blue.
I just love how the colors of this, and it looks really good because it's all similar colors to what are in her, but I don't know. I just really like her on there, so I think that's probably going to be the one I'm going to use unless that picture, this plus one, blows me away.
That's true.
That was my fabric haul. I ordered a lot of pieces since I could get free shipping if I spent over a certain amount, and I was like, why not? Never hurts to have fabric in your stash. And I hadn't used any Crafty Kittens, so I was excited to see some from a dyer I hadn't used before.
It's exciting.
Yep, and that is all the stuff I bought.
All right, I think that was all the stuff I bought. Because now I have Stitchy Kindness. And, no, actually, no.
You bought
I
that,
bought
but you
this.
forgot.
Actually, I bought this before our last video, and this is Misty Purcell, Luminous Fiber Arts, designed this and Gathering Berries, and she was doing it for a fundraiser for her nephew and niece, I think it was. He has cancer, and so she was doing it for a fundraiser for them, and then she sends them a check and stuff, and I just thought this was so cute anyway. It's really pretty. So I had bought that. And then I also ordered this project bag from Judy's Project Bags on Facebook is where she sells them. Skeleton mermaids. They're so fun. Their heads are on the reverse. But she sent me a little note and with the bag. It's so cute. I love it. Thank you, Judy. And then I actually won this Halloween magazine from Stitch and Stuff.
I'm like, you're drawing a blank.
Had to think of the name there for a minute. From Stitch and Stuff. And they sent me a little note, said happy stitching it and all that. So I was happy that I got that.
There's cute stuff in there.
Actually, I think this was their note, and the thank you note was from Judy.
Yeah.
That was their note, and the thank you was from Judy. All right, got that done. And there are several things in here that I would like to stitch, and I don't know, I'm not gonna do really
No, there's other flip throughs if people want to see them.
there's Autumn Lane Stitchery has that. And the main reason I wanted to get this magazine is if I wouldn't have won it, I was going to order it anyway, but somewhere in here, Misty has a really cute kitten chart.
It's the very beginning. The cat ones were the first ornament page.
Yeah, I don't think it was in those though.
Are you sure? Was it a cat one?
Yeah, I don't think it was in those cats. No, it wasn't in those cats.
Look at the back. Look at the back. It'll tell you what page it's on.
$70. She had this cute little kitten chart in there. Kitten and pumpkin. Cat o' lantern. Thought it was really cute. So I definitely wanted to do that one. So anyway, that was that. Now, my next fun stitchy, this I think is more like stitchy kindness because
I do too.
I don't know. But last year in September, I was working on Candy Corn of Mischief by Bench Creek. And I read it, they had, their kit had the wrong color and it was done on like a kind of a burlappy linen with pearl cottons. And they had given me the wrong color of pearl cotton in there, and so I sent them an email and said I got the wrong color in my kit. Could you please send me the right color? Well, I never heard back from them, and then I kind of forgot about it, and then I was like really wanted to get my Candy Corn of Mischief done, so I went to Michael's and found I didn't even find the color I was supposed to get, but I think I got a whole different color. And found that and said, I'm just going to get this color. So I bought the pearl cotton and finished my Candy Corn of Mischief. Done. Didn't think anything more about it. Wasn't that worked up about it. Because, I mean, pearl cotton, that's not that expensive. So I gave it to Melina and said, if you want to use this, you can use that color and whatever. And so... see there. Well, when I was in North Carolina visiting my daughter Alyssa, I got an email from Bent Creek that said, oh, I just realized we never answered your email about this color. I'm assuming that everything's good. And I said, yeah, no problem. I bought the other color at Michael's and finished my Candy Corn and Mischief. So no worries. Then I didn't think too much about that, but I thought it was kind of funny because, you know, almost a year later, I got an email from them, so I thought that was funny. So then I was waiting. Well, I mean, I wasn't waiting. I was thought it was funny. I just told Alyssa about it and everything, and I was like, that's kind of funny. So then I got home, and on a Friday, we didn't get our mail delivered until Monday again. And in our mail, I had this little note from Bent Creek, and they sent me this Heart of Hearts, a whole new kit, and said, hope this finds you well. We apologize for your thread shortage. Happy stitching. Oh my gosh, I can't believe they sent me it's a whole kit, has all the stuff in there. I didn't know what. That was just way too much. I didn't even expect that. But I do really like this chart. I pretty much love everything Bent Creek anyway, so awesome. Thank you, Bent Creek. That was above and beyond whatever I thought. Whatever. I didn't expect that. So, wow. Thank you so much. That was amazing.
Yep.
So I guess another stitchy kindness is we'll draw for our giveaways.
Yep. You want me to pick?
From last?
We put all the names on pieces of paper that are on upside down on the table. You can trust us if you want, but
if you don't want, too
if
bad.
you don't trust us, think we rigged it. I'm sorry, but we'd hear.
There's our
There's the papers.
And the only person that said that they wanted this Crescent Santa was Kim. So Kim, guess what? You won.
Congratulations! Congratulations.
Congratulations. You won the Crescent Santa. That's Y Attack, whatever your name is. But anyway, you won the Crescent Santa, so I will be sending that to you. Hopefully sooner than I sent your elephant rug chart to you. So now, the only other thing that people wanted were the owls. And this was a kit that Melina gave me from Hobby Lobby. It still has the bags in there and the extra floss because I didn't use the bags. So if you want to do them in a bag, you can. If you don't want to do them in a bag, you don't have to. You do them however you want because it will be yours. And we had 6 people that were interested in the owls.
You pull.
Pressure. I won't look. And the winner is Athena from Stitching with Friends. So,
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Athena. And I already have your address, so I will be, and Kim, I already have yours too, so I will be sending those out in the mail shortly. Thanks to everyone who entered that. And hopefully we'll like the thing for this time and enter that.
And don't forget, if you want to win this chart, where'd I put it?
Nobody wanted to
Say Forest. If you still want to enter for this one and you are watching and you didn't see last time,
You can say Santas,
and you can win that.
and you can win that because nobody wanted these poor little forlorn Santas. And I have all my extra floss included in there. I changed all the colors, and I have written on the charts what the colors were because I don't know if this one came with the colors or had already been done or whatever, but anyway.
Whatever.
I changed all the
You got
colors,
it in there.
so
If
I
you want
put it
it.
in there.
Santa's if you want that. Forest
Santas
if you want the other
yeah.
one.
So just let us know. And that was all for that. So
That's it. So
Plans.
My plans are to stitch on whatever the heck I want, whenever the heck I want to stitch on it.
my plans are to finish my Celestial Joy Sun and Moon so I can get it framed and then I can show it in my Flosstube and then hang all my Sun and Moons up. And then pretty much for the rest of July, the rest of August, we're done with July, and I think August is in flying by. I'm pretty much just gonna stitch on whatever I want.
Whenever you want.
Whatever I want, whenever I want, do whatever I want.
However I want.
And in September, we're not doing Sampler September because I don't
Not
really
real
do
sampler
samplers. I
stitchers.
mean, I have some samplers, but I'm not really gonna do them in September. I'm gonna do some other stuff that I want to do.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that either.
So, and then October, I think Athena from Stitching with Friends is gonna do 13 stars for Halloween again.
I might participate in that and not start stuff,
God.
but just work on my Halloween whips I have in progress
I'm gonna
on
start
days.
all the
I know
things.
you are. You are a full-time participation award. You'll probably do 31 stars of Halloween.
I need to do 31 stars of Halloween because I have about probably more than
But
31 Halloween
I
things
think
to
I
do.
have at least 4 Halloween whips, so I could just work on those for the first 13 days.
Yeah. I know I have more than 13.
That's in October though. That's a while away still.
So, but September, I think I'm just going to try to finish up some other whips. I only have like 15 whips right now. So, I really want to work on, I can never think of the name of that witch one that I'm working on. I always want to call it Boo to You, but that's not it.
Bobbing for pumpkins.
Bobbing for that's it. I don't know why I always want to call it Boo to You, but whatever. It's Bobbing for
I'm like
Pumpkins.
scrolling through your whips in my mind. I'm sure
I want to finish that one because it's fairly close to being finished. So I want to finish that. After I think I finish my Sun and Moon, I want to work on that. But also Laura from Pattern Queens was going through all of her stash. So like she has a bunch of videos on their channel, the Pattern Queens, that she was going through all of her stash, like all of it. And she was throwing stuff out to the side that she decided she probably wasn't going to stitch or wasn't interested in stitching it anymore. And she had this really cute little scissor fob that was a star. patriotic star. It was in the shape of a star even. And she's like, well, maybe I could find somebody to stitch that for me. So I sent her a note and said, I'll be happy to stitch that for you. And I will buy that chair, because she had this little chair that was stitched, but then it was held your scissors and your pins and all this stuff in this little chair. It was really cute. So I said, I will buy that chair pattern from you too. So she said, I'll send you the chair pattern and thank you for stitching that other thing to me. And I know she sent it, but I haven't got it yet. So anyway, when I ever get that, I'm going to probably stitch that star for Laura.
Cool.
I don't think it'll take that long. I think it's a scissor fob. Yeah. So it was really cute though. So
cool.
Anyway, that's my other plans. So that's all. That's all I got.
That's all I got.
That's all we got.
All right. Well, happy stitching, everybody. Stay safe. Wear your mask. Don't contaminate other people. Happy stitching.
Happy stitching. Bye.
Bye.